Most of us could only wish to meet our celebrity crush, but some people shot for the moon and landed on some Hollywood star's side. So don't give up on your dreams just yet, because who knows? You might end up like these 10 normal people who married their celebrity crush. What's up, guys? Welcome to Celebrity Express, serving up your dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Stay glued to your screen, because our number one pick will make you want to wish for your own happily ever after. Now, let's dive into these real-life fairy tales, shall we? Number 1, Elvis Presley and Priscilla Ann Wagner. Priscilla Ann Wagner, who's better known as Priscilla Presley, met the king of rock and roll in 1959 when she was just 14. At the time, Elvis was serving in the U.S. Armed Forces in Germany. Needless to say, Elvis can't help falling in love with the young Wagner, and they regularly met up. But sadly, he had to wait until she came of age. From her clothes, hair, makeup, and the way she carries herself, it was all about what pleased him. After Elvis returned to the U.S., they were separated, but the king insisted on Priscilla moving to the U.S. to reunite. Her parents, with all their suspicious minds, weren't keen on the idea at first. But the king gets what he wants, and with a little less conversation and a little more action, Elvis got Priscilla to move to the U.S., and the couple got hitched in 1967. A year later, she gave birth to Lisa Marie. Number 2, Kevin Jonas and Danielle Deleasa. Danielle's meet-cute story with Kevin Jonas is definitely the most relatable. She's a New Jersey native like Kevin, but she met with her megastar beau on a Caribbean vacation in May of 2007. Funny enough, Danielle hadn't heard of the band when they met. In December that year, Kevin proposed to Danielle in the most awkward way possible. She was leaving the Trump International Hotel in New York City, and she would always come to drive and visit there while Kevin was there. Kevin proposed 2 years after they met. The two tied the knot in December 2009 and now have 2 daughters, Elena Rose and Valentina Angelina. Number 3, Nicolas Cage and Alice Kim. In 2004, Alice Kim met one of her celebrity crushes, Nicolas Cage, while still working as a waitress at a restaurant in Los Angeles. She was 19 at the time, and the Con Air actor was 39, but the 20-year age difference didn't stop them from falling in love. The two tied the knot in July 2004, just 2 months after first seeing each other, at a private ranch in California, just so she could travel with him to South Africa for the filming of Lord of War. Kim's mother apparently didn't like the idea of her daughter getting married too soon, but Cage won her over. They have a son, Kal-El, who's named after Superman, who was born a year later. Sadly, like most Hollywood couples, the two called it quits in January 2016. Number 4, Reese Witherspoon and Jim Toth. It was a scene straight out of a romantic comedy. At least that's how Oscar winner Reese Witherspoon describes her first meeting with husband Jim Toth. In 2010, the two attended the same party when a drunk guy tried to hit on Reese, and Jim came to the rescue. The top talent agent, who represents A-listers like Scarlett Johansson and Matthew McConaughey, apologized on behalf of his drunk friend's actions, and the two started talking. They had an instant connection and have gone out on dates ever since. Toth became openly honest about his love and devotion to the Big Little Lies actress after less than a year of dating. They got engaged and married in 2011 at the actress's ranch in California. The couple now has 3 kids together. Reese said in an interview, "I could never do anything. I couldn't start a company. I couldn't climb a mountain, and I couldn't have 3 kids if I didn't have a supportive husband. He's my biggest champion and my biggest fan." Number 5, Matthew Lewis and Angela Jones. Our next lucky girl is a confessed Harry Potter fan who actually married a Hogwarts alum. Angela Jones and Matthew Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter franchise, met at an event for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Orlando in 2016. At the time, Jones was an event planner at the theme park where she handles VIP guests, and Lewis happened to be one of them. She shared in her blog how her whole world turned upside down after meeting the celebrity. They had to endure a long-distance relationship until Jones quit her job to be with Lewis in California. They got engaged in November 2016 when Lewis proposed in Paris. Harry, fantastic! Neville, well done. In 2018, the couple finally said their I do's in a magical Italian destination wedding. See, if a muggle and a wizard can be together, then everything's possible. Number 6, Jessica Alba and Cash Warren. 12 years ago, a movie star married a director's assistant at a courthouse chapel under an arch of dusty plastic flowers. No family or friends in attendance. Just two lovers who, before that day, didn't even believe in weddings. The lovebirds are Hollywood actress Jessica Alba and her main squeeze Cash Warren. The two lovelies met on the set of Fantastic Four in 2004, where Alba played Invisible Woman while Warren was behind the camera. Despite the actress playing an invisible superhero, Warren wouldn't take his eyes off her. And when he got the chance, Warren pursued his crush. And then they got married after some months. Number 7, Matt Damon and Luciana Barroso. Call it fate, luck, or destiny, but the story of how Luciana Barroso met her action star husband Matt Damon is certainly the stuff of the cheesiest chick flicks. Barroso was working as a bartender in Miami in 2002 when the famous actor came in while shooting the romantic comedy Stuck on You. Yes, he did have a rom-com phase, people. Damon said he saw Barroso across a crowded room and there was a light on her. Matt asked, "Is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage and pawn it off as your own idea just to impress some girls?" Barroso said Damon approached her to hide from his fans. But unlike the adoring fans who put him on a pedestal, Barroso put him to work. And they got to talking. 3 years later, the two tied the knot in a private ceremony in Manhattan and have since kept their lives private from the public eye. Number 8, Julia Roberts and Danny Motter. For most of us here mortals, he's the lucky guy who stole the heart of America's sweetheart. Julia and Danny met on the set of The Mexican, where Danny worked as the cinematographer. When they met, both Julia and Danny were in relationships. But the two hit it off so much that they chose to sort out their lives separately before getting together. The two got married in 2002 in a simple ceremony and are living a low-key life. Julia shares that she is much more content now. The couple still enjoys each other's company with 3 children even after 18 years of marriage and 20 years of being together, crushing all rumors about their alleged split. Number 9, Anne Hathaway and Adam Shulman. Adam Shulman may have always admired Anne Hathaway from afar, but when the two were introduced through a common friend in 2008, the Oscar-winning actress fell in love with him at first sight. She even told their friend that she was going to marry Shulman someday, which she eventually did. Talk about soulmates. The two tied the knot in a hush-hush wedding in 2012 and now have 2 kids together. They enjoy each other's company so much that they even teamed up and produced the movie Song 1, starring Hathaway opposite Johnny Flynn. But Anne admits it's not always rainbows and butterflies, and they do get into arguments once in a while, especially when she's angry. Number 10, Sibi Blazic and Christian Bale. Move over, Catwoman, because Sibi Blazic is the real-life badass partner of Bruce Wayne, IRL, Christian Bale. Blazic and Bale met through the actor's good friend Winona Ryder when Sibi was working as Ryder's makeup artist. Sparks quickly flew, and in 2000, they eloped and got married in Las Vegas. Bale was 26 years old, and Blazic was 30 at the time. This surprised a lot of people, not because he married a normal person, but because Bale had earlier sworn marriage off after being exposed to failed marriages in his family. The two have been happily married for 2 decades now and have been successful in keeping their family away from the limelight. But in a world where couples break up every 5 seconds or so, Bale and Blazic give us hope that perhaps true love does exist after all. So, which of these couples are your favorite relationship goals? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. So, stay in love, guys, and see you in the next video.